Ghana has featured as the fastest growing economy in Africa and one of the 3 fastest growing in the world. However, while Ghana is indeed witnessing impressive economic growth by several measures, this is associated with and is resulting in very rapid economic polarization. The gap between rich and poor is widening. And this runs counter to our collective vision as a country and its commitments to the UN SDGs 2030 and the Africa Agenda 2063. So we must redouble our efforts to ensure that development leaves no one behind. Those farthest behind should be the target of policies to lift them out of their status as the poorest of the poor. And this morning, as we were waiting in the waiting room, I was pleased to hear a conversation between Father Campbell and the Vice President, where Father Campbell was urging that efforts should be made to address the lepers in our country, in different locations. I felt ashamed that I had assumed that leprosy had been abolished in our country. And to make efforts also to feed street people, street children, and others who at night have no place to lay their heads, but I lie in the streets. And in this regard, one only has to visit the residence of our celebrant, our Imam, to understand the kind of person he is. Every day, without exception, there are hundreds of street people who end up at our Imam's house for a meal, for water to drink and to bathe, and they are always welcome. So we must redouble our efforts to ensure that development leaves no one behind. Also, development can only be sustainable if it leads to structural transformation of our economy by building solid infrastructure, engaging in beneficiation, in value addition to our raw materials, industrialization, and creating more jobs for the teeming unemployed youth so that they do not become a ticking time bomb, but rather a dynamic, innovative, creative workforce that will propel us to prosperity for all.